Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great day. I'm happy to welcome you to our practice. My name's Randy. We're going to do a practice focused on unkinking our body from modern day life. So a lot of times we find ourselves in a seated position, hands out in front of us, whether we're sitting in carpool line, picking up our kids, hands on the steering wheel, we have a phone in our hands, we've got hands on a keyboard, whatever it is, we're usually in this, a lot of times, not usually, but a lot of times in this flexed position in our hips, and our knees are bent, hands out in front of us. So we're just gonna expand and open it up today, do a little external rotation because our feet or our knees are usually straight out in front of us. So let's get to it, y'all. I hope you feel better after this practice than when you came to it. So lie onto your bellies. We're gonna start in Sphinx Pose. Elbows under your shoulders, palms straight out in front of you. Ground your feet into the floor and pull your chest through your arms. Lengthen your tailbone. You can dip your right ear to your right shoulder. Bring it through center, to the left. Good. Left hand comes out in front of your face, leave the elbow where it is, and bend at the right knee. Reach back and grab your right foot with your right hand, pressing into the left forearm, and pull that right heel towards your booty, and stop wherever it feels good to you. If you want to go further, take your right hand, the palm of your right hand, onto the top of your foot. Fingertips start to point up towards the ceiling as you push your right elbow towards the ceiling, and fingertips can grasp around the toes. And just bring that in. Feel that stretch in your hip, in your quad. Breathe through it and release. We're gonna switch arms. So right palm in front of you, right elbow under your right shoulder, bend at the left knee, grab the left foot with the left arm, and pull it in towards your glute. If you feel comfortable, of course, you can pivot that hand, wrap the fingers around the toes, left elbow points up towards the sky. Breathe into any spots that feel sticky, that feel like they need a little extra love and encouragement. Release. Let's push on to all fours. Shoulders above wrists, hip above knees. Cat-cow. We're gonna dip our chest through our arms. Lift your tailbone towards the sky as your belly sinks towards the floor. Push into the hands, drip your heads towards your mats. Tuck your tailbone. Separate your shoulder blades. All right, let's bring it back through the arms. Dropping the belly, head lifts. Dome your back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Push into the hands, dome the back. Beautiful. Right knee, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Point the right knee out towards the side of the room, and then the right knee points towards the back of the room. So we're doing these hip rolls a little faster now. Focusing on lubing up our joint, saying hello to our hips. All right, next time the right knee points to the side of the room, straighten that leg and plant your right foot onto the ground beneath you. Hips sink back towards your heels. And then come back up on the left shin in the hands and sink it back. So we're just gonna floss here a few times. Go at your own pace. Beautiful. Next time you come up, walk your hands back towards your shin. Right toes point towards the sky. Tuck your tailbone, lift your left arm up towards the sky, sprinkle your right fingertips down your right leg and side bend. Feel all that length in your left side body. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale brings you through to center. Left fingertips on the left side of your mat. Right hand sweeps up and over. So now we're stretching out the right side of our body. Come back to center. Come on to all fours. Left side. Let's roll out that left hip. Left knee in, out, back. In, out, back. In, out, back. Next time it comes out to the side, kick it out. Hips sink back. And then come forward onto your hands and back. And forward. And back. Finding a little length in your left leg. Next time we come to center, walk our hands back to our right knee. Come up onto the heel of your left foot, and we're gonna side bend over the left leg. Tuck your tailbone. Ground down through the right shin. And breathe. Come back through center, sprinkle your right fingertips to the right side of the mat, and reach that left arm over. Beautiful. Come on to all fours. Press into your hands, down dog. Feel free to walk your dog here. Whew. Sweep your left leg towards the sky. Bend at the knee, and then we're gonna do those hip rolls. In down dog. This time, when it comes back, reach your left heel towards your right booty. Keep your chest squared towards the mat. So you feel all the space and opening on that left side of your body. Release. Right leg sweeps up. Right knee in towards your chest. Do a few hip rolls. Next time it comes over behind you, open it up. Right hip, right heel towards your left booty cheek. Chest squared off towards the mat. And then come back down onto your down dog and find your way to the front of the mat, whether you want to hop, jump, step, but we're coming into our forward fold. Hands interlace behind your back. Extend your arms, maintaining a little micro bend in your elbows. And let your hands reach towards the ground behind you. Shift more weight into the balls of your feet. And let your head hang heavy. It's like a bowling ball that we carry around all day, so just let it relax. You don't realize how much work your neck does. Okay, bend at the knees. Come up to standing. Hands in towards chest. Close your eyes. Take a moment to be here, to be present on your mat today, to be in this moment. Hands reach up towards the sky. Left knee comes in towards the chest. Left knee points out towards the left side of the room. Heel reaches back towards our right booty. And then place your left foot behind you on the right side of the mat. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and get this delicious side bend. You're bending in that right knee. Okay, left knee comes back, right knee into chest. Right knee points to the side of the room. Right heel tries to touch the left booty cheek and then reaches out and lands on the left side of the mat. Right arm reaches up overhead, left arm grabs right for a delicious side bend. Release. Forward fold. Hands to the ground, jump, step, hop into your chaturanga. Knees hit the floor, chest comes by the hands, and your chin hits the floor too. So this is knees, chest, chin. Now, once you're here, listen carefully. Tuck your tailbone. Feel that movement, that rolling sensation roll through your spine. As you keep rolling into your spine, come into up dog. Press into your tops of your feet. Bring your chest through your shoulders. Engage your quads. Down dog. Jump, step, hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift and forward fold. Sweep your arms up towards the sky. Left knee into chest. Left foot places on the outside of the right. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. This is our sun A today. Left foot comes back. Right knee into chest. A little quicker than last time. Right foot, left side of the mat. Grab your right arm with your left. And bend. Come back to center, forward fold. Hands to the floor, jump, step, hop. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Wave in to our up dog. And down dog. Onto your toes, jump, step, hop. To the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep your arms to the sky. Left knee into chest right away. Left foot comes to the outside of the right side of the mat. Grab your left wrist and gently pull for a side bend. Come back to center, right knee into chest. Sweep it back behind you. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and side bend. Back to center, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands to the floor, jump, step, hop, knees, chest, chin. Up dog, down dog. Good job. Right leg, sweep it up towards the sky. Come up onto the ball of your left foot and swivel your foot, knife edge of the foot to the floor. Side plank. Woo. Reach your right leg long and then like you're gonna go into wild thing, but don't. Just hover that right foot off the floor. Good. Now place your toes on the ground. Hips up towards the sky. Puff the heart up. Right knee into chest. Right hand down. Swivel on your grounded foot. Heel points towards the opposite side of the room now. Right foot stretches long out beside you. Rock star. Left hand overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Right foot's grounded. Both hands to the floor. Right knee comes into chest. Plant your right foot onto the floor. Let your left knee gently fall onto the floor. Low lunge. Just be here for a moment. Scissor your thighs towards each other. Sink your hips. So you feel this stretch in the front of your left thigh. You can start to puff your chest up towards the sky if that feels good. Come back onto the ball of your back foot. We're going to open up to warrior two. So swivel the back foot back, knife edge of the foot parallel to the mat. Bend into your front right foot. Hands clasp behind your back. Interlace your fingers like we did at the beginning. Fists come to the right side of your body and pull your elbows towards each other. Sink into the front right foot. Tuck your tailbone. Open those hips. Release your arms. Right arm sweeps up and back, reverse warrior. Feel that stretch in your side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press into the front leg. Straighten your front right leg and sprinkle your right fingertips either on the shin, on the floor, on your foot. If you have a block would be great. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Push into your right heel. Suck your right hip back into your socket. Beautiful. Hands come to the floor. Vinyasa. Right foot meets left. You can do knees, chest, chin, or go straight through your regular vinyasa here. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Sweep your left foot up towards the sky. Open your hip. Side plank. Reach your left foot long. Feel your right shoulder blade draw onto your back body as you lean back. Not quite placing that foot on the floor just yet, just hovering it. Okay, toe tips behind the right leg. Push your hips up towards the sky. Feel your chest open. Let your head hang. Release your jaw. Bring your left leg back in as slow as you can. Left hand to the floor. Swivel on the back foot. Awkward side plank. Left leg kicks out towards the right side of the mat. Rock star pose. Squeeze your glutes. Right hand comes to the front of the mat. Left knee into chest. Toes plant behind the left hand. Right knee to the floor. Long, low lunge. You can bring your hands on the inside of your left foot or bring your hands onto your left thigh. But wherever you are, scissor your thighs towards each other, and then from this place, sink your hips towards the ground. Feel that stretch right here in your psoas and your hip flexors. They might be talking to you right now, and that's okay. Hands come back towards the ground. We're going to open up into warrior two. Back foot swivels, arms reach wide. Make any adjustments that you need, then clasp your hands behind your back. Fists come to the outside of your left hip. Squeeze your elbows towards each other and sink a little deeper. Lengthen your tailbone. What that does is it turns on our core. If we're J-Lo bootying out, right? Our core's not very active, but if we bring our hip bones towards our ribs or lengthen our tailbone, we're turning on our core. Squeeze your arms together. Release, arms wide, left arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. And breathe. Bend into your front left leg. It's so easy to lose that once you're reaching backwards, but be mindful. Straighten your front left leg. Reach your left hand forward as you come into triangle pose. Again, a block's great here. You can land your left hand on your shin, grab your toe, wherever you're at is great. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Push through your left heel. Release, hands come to the ground. You can do a regular vinyasa, knees, chest, chin vinyasa. All right, here we go. Right leg lifts towards the ceiling. Side plank on the left side. Reach your leg back. Plant your right toes on the ground beneath you. Wild thing. Lift your hips up. Air them out. Right knee in towards chest. Plant your right hand. Swivel onto the other side of your left foot. Kick your right foot out towards the side of the mat. Plant it. Squeeze your glutes. Left hand back on the mat. Right knee into chest. Right foot plants. Left knee onto the floor. Everybody come up onto, hands onto your thigh. Scissor your thighs, then sink your hips. Arms out in goalpost position behind you. Feel your shoulder blades draw together and then down on the back. And then once you're here, see if you can do it again. Together, down. Together, down. Release. Warrior two. Open up into it. We're gonna go a little bit faster here. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Come back up, triangle pose. Come back through center, chest lifts, bend into your back leg, straighten the front, Skandasana. Walk your hands out in front of you. Swivel onto the ball of your back foot. Right fingertips point towards the back of the mat. Continue to swivel all of your toes until they all point towards what was originally the right side of our mat. You can sink your hips. Play with this a little bit. You can also lift your hips wherever you feel like is in need of more love. Go there. All right, back into Skandasana on the left leg. Push off through the left heel. Goddess pose. Heels in, toes out, sink your hips, bend at the knees. Lengthen your tailbone. Right knee, or right elbow comes to right knee. Come through center. Left elbow, left knee. Come through center. Right elbow, right knee, center. Left, left, center. Right, right, center. Left, left, center. Straighten your legs. parallel your feet and forward fold. And breathe. Halfway lift. Hands come off the ground and use the power of your legs and your core to bring you to standing. Right toes point towards the front of the mat. Right fingertips reach out in front of your right knee, and you pour so much weight into that right foot that the left one plucks up off the ground. Hips face towards the left side of the room. You're reaching with your right fingertips towards the ground, finding one spot to gaze at. You can have a block under this right hand, right? Bring the ground up to you and reach those left fingertips towards the sky. Power up through your back leg. Half moon. Square your hips off towards the front of the mat. Bend your right knee. Left knee touches to the outside of your right foot, so you're doing these shrimp squats, and then back up to warrior three. Another shrimp squat. Warrior three. One more, y'all. Another shrimp squat. Warrior three. Beautiful. Reach your left toes towards the back of the mat. Low lunge. Drop your left knee. Hands clasp onto your right thigh. Drop your hips. Hands reach up and back behind you. Scissor your inner thighs. Bend into your front knee. Reach your arms back. That same action of drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back as you point your hands towards the back of the room. Release. Straighten your front leg. This is going to be a little fun. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Right hand you can put right here below your chest on the side of your waist, and then draw your shoulder blades together and down on the back. Together and down on the back. And see if you can reach that left arm behind you and grab your left heel. Again, only go as far as you are comfortable going. This is our long-legged camel pose. Oh. This should feel like such a good stretch in the front of that left thigh. Oh, release, bend back into your front right leg. Right heel comes in towards your groin. So you're in this single pigeon pose where the heel is closer to the groin than it is parallel to the front of the mat. So angled here. Back leg long, chest proud. See if you can draw your left heel in towards your booty. Can you do it? You can do it. And see if you can grab your left foot. Okay. And you're just here, and you're just experiencing this moment for whatever it is in your body. And listening to your body. Where do you need to go next? Is this where you need to be? Do you need to go further? Do you need to stay right here? If this isn't good for you, you can always stay right here in pigeon. Okay, if you want to go further, we can do that flip grip that we did before to bring our heel in closer to our booty. Left arm reaches up to, or left elbow points up towards the sky. Right hip, draw it in. Don't get lazy and like sit over here. No, this is an active pose. So you should be able to lift your right hand and still be like, sitting. If you want to do a fun little mermaid pose, see if you can work your left foot into the crook of your left elbow. Clasp your hands and then work your head through your right elbow. And now you're in this cute little mermaid pose. Feeling all the stretch. Whoosh, release. Okay, nothing fancy here. We're just gonna get our right foot back by our left and go into down dog. Woo. Left foot reaches up towards the sky. Come on to your right side plank. Left toes reach behind the right leg. Wild thing. Hips up towards the sky. Puff up your heart. Let your head hang. Knee in towards chest. Left hand onto the ground. Kick your left foot out towards the right side of the room. Rock star. Squeeze your butt. Right hand down, left knee into chest, left foot down, low lunge. Here we are again. Bend into your front leg. Arms up. Goalpost pose. Shoulder blades in towards each other and down on the back. In towards each other, down on the back. Bend deeper into your front leg. In towards each other, down on the back. In towards each other, down on the back. You can even reach your arms down and back. Puff up your heart. Good. Arms to the inside of your left leg. We're gonna swivel into warrior two. Here we are. Bend into your front left leg. Adjust your feet as needed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your front left leg. Fingertips come out in front of you. Triangle pose. Spin your chest open to the side of the room. Ground down through the right or left heel. Pull the left hip in to the midline. Come back into center. Skandasana to the right. Walk your fingertips forward. And breathe. You can walk your hands to the right. See if that feels good. Walk your hands to the left. This class, this time is your time to explore your own body. Toes swivel as your left hand comes to the back of the mat. Toes keep swiveling till they point to the opposite side of the room. Hips can be lifted, right arm draping up overhead, or you can sink your hips, push through the heel of your left hand, and reach your right arm forward. I like to give it a little sway here. Feels good. Come back into Skandasana. Goddess pose. Push into your left foot. Heels in, toes out. Sink your hips. We're going to do something a little different this time. So we're here in our goddess pose. We're going to put so much weight into our right foot. Bring our left knee in towards our chest, left ankle over right knee, sink into your figure four chair. Sink, 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 arms reach forward, hips reach back, up, left foot back into goddess. Sink your hips. Other side, right knee draws in, right ankle over left knee, bend at the hips, reach forward with your arms, figure four chair, come back up, goddess pose. We're gonna do that a few times faster. So left knee to the right, figure four chair to goddess. Figure four chair on the left. Up and goddess. Figure four chair on the right. Sink your hips. Up. Sink your hips back to goddess. Figure four chair on the left. Reach your arms forward, hips back, right knee in. Goddess. Figure 4 on the right. Sink your hips down, arms forward, knee in. Goddess. Left. Faster. Right. Last one each side. Left. I think we started on the right, so actually one more. Sorry. Right. Last one on the left. Goddess. Straighten your legs. Parallel your feet. Forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Use your core to bring you closer to your thighs as you pour more weight into the balls of your feet. They like to be in the party too. And sometimes we have a tendency to sink back to our heels. Let your head hang so your neck can have a little break. Come back into standing. Point your left toes towards the front of the mat. Reach your left fingertips in front of you. See if we can pluck the right foot off the ground. Open your hips to the side of the room. Half moon. You can hover your fingertips off the floor. Grab a block, a small child, can of soup, some books to put under that left hand if you'd like. If you're feeling wobbly, it's all part of the game, my friends. You got this. If you stumble and fall, just laugh it off. It's just yoga. Okay, square your hips towards the front of the mat. Towards your mat. Shrimp squats. Right knee to the outside of the left ankle. Back up into warrior 3. Another time. And kick it back. Last time. And kick it back. As slow as you can. Bend into your left knee. And as slow as you can, get your right toes to the back of the mat. We're going to come into our low lunge. Right knee onto the floor, bending into your front left leg. Scissor your thighs together. Reach your arms up and back. Again, if your form of expression today is goalpost or reaching back towards your foot, or clasping your hands behind your back, do what feels good. Press into your leg, your front leg to straighten it. We're going to do our long leg camel. Hip above knee. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And we're going to just bend back, y'all. Hips stay forward. See if you can swim your right arm back to meet your right heel. You can reach your left arm up overhead. Keep your neck nice and long. Release. Bend into your front left leg. Single pigeon on the left leg. Heel tracks closer to your pelvic bone, then parallel to the mat. We want it to be here today. Feel yourself in this upright pigeon position for a moment. Good. If this is where you want to stay, if this feels really good, stay here. If you want a little more, bend your right leg and see if you can grab that foot to get your right heel closer to your glute. You want to go further? We'll see if we can flip the grip. And bring your heel closer to your glute. This is a nice pec stretch also. Where are you holding tension that you don't need to be holding tension? Are there any spots in your body that are feeling tense and working when they don't need to be? Release those spots. Let them relax. See if you can snuggle your right foot into the crook of your right elbow. Clasp your hands. Head comes under your left elbow. Chest squares off towards the front of the room as much as you can. We're not sinking into that left hip. We are proud chest, activating our left glute. Release. Well done, my friends. Okay, just a moment to play and get upside down for a second. If you want to work on forearm stand or handstand at the wall and work on hollow back, that's what I'm planning on doing today. So if you're working on your forearm stand, fingertips come to about an inch from the wall is where I have them. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Push into your dolphin pose. Whatever leg feels natural, lift that one. And then kick up. As you push into your forearms, you really have to push into them. Push into your hands, push into your forearms, and kick up. And work on, you're either working here, right? If this is enough for you, working on your forearm stand, press into those forearms. And then if you want to work on your hollow back, if you've got your forearm and you want to work on hollow back, sink your hips towards the wall. And if that doesn't feel good, getting your booty all the way to the wall, bend your legs. And your butt doesn't have to come all the way to the wall, but just getting that sensation of pulling your chest through your arms. And release. Same thing with handstand. If you're working at handstand hollow back from the wall, my hands are probably 8 to 9 inches away from the wall. I'm gonna kick up. And then I'm gonna bring my feet in, pull my chest through my arms, push through my hands, and sink my hips towards the wall. And that's that. Ta-da! You can play there for a while if you're having fun with it. Otherwise, we're gonna do a wheel pose before we start to cool down. Everybody come to your backs. We're gonna go into bridge first. So feet behind your hips, obviously, where else would they be? Knees pointed up towards the sky. Ground down through your feet, lift your hips towards the sky. Hands come on the outsides of your ears, fingertips pointed back towards your feet. And 1, 2, 3, press into your hands and your feet at the same time to lift us into wheel. Adjust your hands and feet as needed. Press into your heels. Let your head hang. Breathe. A couple more seconds. 3 more breaths. One more. Slowly come back down. Gently rest onto the ground. Windshield wiper your knees left and right. Whew. All right, very good. Everybody come onto your backs, onto your butt in a seated position. Heels out in front of you. We're gonna forward fold, seated forward fold. And we're not gonna go deep because we did a lot of back bending today and we don't wanna shock our body. We just wanna reverse and go the other way so that, you know, we're not staying in this expanded open position all day. We're coming back to neutral. We're coming back, bringing it all back together. So slowly walk your fingertips forward to a place that feels good for you. If your back starts to feel like it's pulling, you might want to stop there or maybe even back up a step. Maybe sway side to side. I kind of like that. All right. Right knee crosses over left. Bring your left foot in towards your right glute and your right foot in towards your left. Knees stacking above each other. Heels can be closer to you. They can be further out. If you want more of a stretch, it's up to you. Same scenario here. Only go as far as feels good. Walk your fingertips forward. And just breathe. Release. Swap knees, so you're going to put your left over your right. Adjust to wherever is going to feel good for your body, and then walk your hands forward. Release. Unravel your legs. Lie down on your backs. Actually, let's all do this together. So soles of your feet onto the floor, hands reach forward, and vertebrae by vertebrae, as slowly as you can, come down onto your back body. Use your core here. This last little bit of work. Good job. Right knee crosses over left. Shift your hips to the right side as you let your knees fall over to the left. Cactus your right arm and gaze over your right hand. I think that's a trash truck. I don't think that's what they're really called. I have a 2-year-old and she watches Trash Truck, and so that's now apparently what I call them. Garbage truck, right? That's it. Okay. But it's loud. Unravel the legs. Left leg over right. Shift your hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right and gaze over your left arm. Right hand can come to the outer strip of your left leg. This is my absolute favorite pose. It's just so good. Okay, knees back through center. Let your legs go long, arms to the sides of your mat. Take a moment to get quiet here. Just a few more minutes of this time you've carved out for yourself on your mat. Stay here, be present before you go back to your day. But I hope this practice helped get out some of those kinks that we can have in our body from staying in those positions for a long period of time. And reversing them, going the other way. Stay here as long as you need to, my friends. I'm going to leave you here to take whatever time you need for the rest of your practice, your Shavasana, but make sure you cool down. Spend some time. When your body tells you you're ready, come out of your Shavasana, and I hope you go back into your day feeling good and feeling ready to take on whatever else you have to in this day today. Thank you so much.